We are in the West Philippine Sea aboard the BRP Miguel Malvar, a guided missile frigate that is the Philippine Navy's newest and most modern. Today, it embarks on its second mission ever, a maritime cooperative activity with the maritime forces of Japan. These maritime cooperative activities, or MCAs for short, have become quite usual for the armed forces of the Philippines, especially in the West Philippine Sea. In these parts of the high seas, an area that is well within the Philippines Pacific Economic Zone, maraming Chinese vessels. In fact, inside the box where the exercises took place, we saw an interloper of the Chinese kind, a Chinese Navy vessel that apparently tailed the JS Takanami, the Japanese maritime self-defense vessel that's part of this exercise. Today, it's June 14. For the exercise, the Philippines and Japan engaged in a anti-submarine drill, cross-deck landing, and formation exercises, which means the two ships sail as close as 200 yards away from each other, as the theme song of the Japanese anime Gundam blared from the Malvar's bridge. Going back to the interloper, China claims most of the South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea, which includes waters in the Philippine EEZ. Those claims means that China doesn't follow the UN Convention on the Law of the Seas, or UNCLOS, which Beijing signed, by the way. Beijing also does not recognize the 2016 Arbitral Award, which validated the Philippine sovereign rights in its own EEZ. MCAs are important for the Navy and the military for at least three reasons. For the Malvar and her crew, training and exercises mean an opportunity to test out and get used to the systems of this new ship. For the Navy, it means practicing interoperability, or the ability of two different forces to work alongside each other, be it for defensive purposes or even humanitarian purposes. Kumbaga, this is practice for the Philippines and the Japanese should the need arise. For the Philippines, MCAs send a message that this country, because of and maybe despite of being small, has the support of larger nations, including ones with more powerful and more modern militaries or self-defense forces. Bea Cupin, Rappler, West Philippine Sea.